ceramic cats with souls in them. Ceramic cats with souls in them.
And that's how we're starting today's episode. I thought you said you would be with less whimsy today.
No.
Because there's fuck all in my stupid house now, I need to double down.
Yeah,
That
you've
is
got to create your own whimsy.
More than fair.
You need to
Hello.
exude visible whimsy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Some Other Heroes. How are you all doing? Are you all festive yet? We are kind of getting there. It is our last episode of the year, so we're going to go out with a bang. Welcome to Some Other Heroes. We are queer Dungeoneers playing a homebrew game of Dungeons and Dragons set in a world of floating islands and skyships and strange magics and deep mysteries. My name is Chris, I use he, him, and I have the honour and joy of being the GM and producer for this ongoing show. With me are my four regular cast members, these beautiful, beautiful queer people, all of whom are going to introduce themselves, and... Let's start with Charlie.
Oh, hi. I'm Charlie. I use she, her pronouns, as does Aisling, my Swarlock's good. Swarlock Chaos Satyr, and I'm moving house at the weekend. That's why my room looks like, as Theo so generously put it, a prison cell. So, welcome. I hate it.
But
I'm a maximalist. This is not natural for me.
But when we come back, Charlie will be in a new space.
Oh, bitch, the glow up will be buck
We're all
wild.
very excited. We're all very, very excited. Amazing. I'm going to go round. We're going to winter machines today. So, Theo, would you go second, please?
Sure. I'm Theo. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing the full elf, full wizard, Eugene. And I am making up for Charlie's lack of background clutter.
Thank you for taking this burden.
Sorry. Anything for you.
Oh, my hero.
Amazing. Thank you. Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle. My pronouns are she, her, and today I'll be playing Skier, the Rogue Ranger. Rogue Ranger.
I was about to say ranger, but then I was like,
That's a
wait,
hair
no.
product.
Yeah, doesn't.
Range Oak?
Range Ogue.
Range
Yeah, we'll go
Oak.
with that.
That's a magazine, isn't it?
It's a magazine for rangers.
Fuck yeah.
For fashionable rangers.
Fashionable Rangers.
Yeah.
Yes. Skiers is subscribed.
Is Skier Cloud's Curve's next top ranger model?
Fuck yeah, she is. Have you seen her outfit?
I mean, yeah. Her outfit says yes.
We were all rooting for you.
Thank you.
Rooting for you.
Thanks, Charlie.
You're
It
welcome.
was Cal and Charlie to get my bits.
Dear. And last but never least, Wayne.
Hi, everybody. My name is Wayne. I use he, him pronouns. And I'm just enjoying that for the first time in the history of the world, I have more shit on my walls than Charlie does. Oh yeah, and I'm playing
God damn.
the Paladin Bard Abomination hybrid called Rock.
Abomination hybrid. Shh, they're not supposed to know that bit. Yeah.
Bard in a hard shell.
Oh, Bard in a hard shell. Amazing. Thank you, everyone. If you are new here, we have mods. They're amazing. We love them to pieces. Bespectacled Man and Hedgehawk UK. They are here because this is a safe space for LGBTQIA+ people, part of our community. It is also a safe space for all marginalised folks, wherever they come from, and we welcome everybody here, but we don't tolerate any disrespect or misuse of our wonderful community.
No Tess, no Tories, fuck Trump.
If you
Seconded.
see
you.
anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, or gives you concern, please send a message to Nikki or Hedge. They're usually hanging around in chat. They will check it out. Generally speaking, one of my 4 wonderful people bounce on that shit so quick.
We'll sick 'em.
The bots they don't even know what's coming. They're very good. So we have ninja cast members and power mods with huge ban hammers. So
Power mods.
power mods.
New queer archetype just dropped.
Amazing.
Power mods.
Power mods.
Yep.
That's it. Speaking of friends, we have a lot of amazing people that we love around the internet, and we like to shout them out. So there's 2 things I'd like to say about that. First off, each week we run an interval where we do shout out some of those wonderful friends. If you are around during our intervals, check them out. Give them a shout. They're wonderful folks. We love what they do. We think you will too. And we like to share the love. Secondly, if you have TTRPG, an LGBTQIA+, or anything else creative that you are doing or you are involved in and you would like for us to shout it out in our interval, drop us a message on our socials. Let us know about it. We would love to feature you in the interval. We'd love to kind of shout out about what you're doing as well. Right. I think that's it. Is there anything anyone can think of that I have missed? No. In which case, let's drop the titles. And we're back. And I suppose with that, I should probably say, previously on Some Other Heroes, our friends are in the nation of Curse Hollow, more specifically, the city of Overhang, the permanently darkened town, market town, that is covered by the shadow of a broken mountain. They are investigating and trying to track down an undying opponent whose soul they wish to use to barter a way into the realm beyond the veil, where the dead walk, so that they can talk to the god of death and regain Ashling's life force,
No big deal.
freeing her and Alabaster from a unified central life force that is currently killing them both. It's been an interesting ride. They have encountered old friends, reconnected with Skier's mercenary troop, the Ossirs Drakes, who have also sworn their allegiance to support Rock and his friends in their actions, revealing that their captain, Talan, is part of a group growing within the Empire who wish for reform and better representation of the small folks and the underrepresented. They have 3 leads. A local Contessa recently arrived within the last 5 or 6 months. A strange, pale woman who Eugene's tried on and is pretty much convinced is a vampire. A second, the local captain of the militia, the torchbearer, guardian of this town, is said to have hired adventurers to go to ruins in the mire nearby, which is when this all began. An increased number of undead and evil forces cause additional pressure on this town and danger to its citizens. The third is the mayor, a local who went away for a number of years, allegedly studying necromancy for his own ends, only to return and raise the power quickly. 3 leads, and our friends have decided to focus on Contessa Marletta Drusk Haradrin, a woman they suspect is undead. They've taken a job on her estate, and presently they are at the point of being introduced to the Contessa, having literally just walked in to her mansion. The doors close quietly behind you with a gentle click. And Arta kind of nods to you all. This way, please. And starts walking forward. This very large man in this quite sheer uniform takes you through. The interior of this house is incredibly warm and gently decorated with soft velvets, gentle colours, and lots of stuffed animals and paintings of creatures.
Are we in Theo's house?
Yeah, what?
There is a smell of incense in the air. It's warm, probably the warmest you've been since you got to Curse Hollow. That almost like that supernatural chill doesn't quite get into your bones here.
This sounds bloody lovely. Can we take her side?
Everyone having second thoughts?
Yeah, this sounds well chilled.
I'm up for it.
Mm.
You pass several maids and manservants on the way, whom seem to be local people that she's hired into the household, and smile and nod at you as you make your way through. You are led through to the back of the house and a large drawing room, where Arta kind of positions you to some wooden benches with some bright red cushions scattered on them. Please make yourself comfortable while the Contessa prepares. She should not be with you should not keep you too long.
Does she greet everyone like this?
Only her new hires.
All of them?
She likes to know who she's working with. My mistress is a very deeply interested in people.
Oh, she's got good taste.
Stony face, he kind of just nods and then just kind of turns. Oh, please do not wander whilst you wait. We would not want to have to go looking for you. The door gently closes behind you.
I mean, it's not quite what I was expecting. I mean, the crushed velvet, yes. Vampires definitely have a thing for velvet. The soft toys, not really part of what I.
Are there any soft toys in this room?
No soft toys, like stuffed animals, like
toys.
proper.
Taxidermy.
Yes, sorry, but
I wanted
my apologies.
plushies.
I was imagining a whole different thing.
Me
Me
too.
too. This really classy, like Southeast Asian kind of decor with some squishmallows everywhere.
Yeah. No wonder I was confused by. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
That just goes to show where all of our brains are at all times. We are children.
Yeah. So when I say stuffed animals, I mean taxidermy animals.
Chris is thinking
We
of
know
like
that now.
giant bears in the corner and heads of things, and we're thinking rainbow plushies and Care Bears.
Lots more small animals, actually, little birds and things like that, with gentle little notes about where they come from, elements about their habitat, how they were acquired, things like that.
Do they have a little
But none in
label
here.
that says like lunch or dinner? Or...
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
Seems a lot of them pass away from natural causes.
How fortuitous.
Lack of blood.
I mean,
A
lack of
natural
blood.
lack of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all spilled out naturally.
Oh, I dropped it. Oh.
How did they die? Well, they stopped breathing.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Chris, can I just check like the doors around us? Was that like a don't go wandering, or was it like a you're locked in?
Do you want to see if it's open?
Yeah, Skia's just gonna do a little check of doors and exits.
A little
Secure the
skier
perimeter.
ocular pat down.
All the
Yeah.
doors are open and can be opened, apart from one, which is a large double door at the back of the, which looks into what appears to be like a formal meeting room,
Okay.
with chests and cabinets and things. So
Okay. I think Skia's just thinking of pushing the buttons a bit to be like, why can't we leave? What could possibly happen? What could we stumble upon?
you are left in the room on your own. So it is you four calling and Duskgaze, who is looking particularly uncomfortable. Like he picks up small ornaments and then kind of looks at how small and fragile it looks in his big hands, and then immediately puts it back and steps 2 steps away from it, almost bumping into a vase doing so. I feel too
This is
big for
horrible.
his place. This is all very
Just-
delicate and small.
Nah, this place is just too small for
You're
you.
fine. Besides, looks like she's got enough money to replace it if you break it. Meh.
Yeah. Is it weird? I kind of want to break something to see how she'd react.
No, I kind of get where you're going with that. Like,
Like,
see if
right-
maybe there's another side to her behind the facade of politeness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, if
Like
anyone
spill something.
if anyone can push her buttons enough to make her snap, it's us. So you know,
True. That's true.
give it time.
Okay.
Are
What's
there any
your,
paintings on the wall?
Yeah, paintings. Lots of paintings.
Are they
Are
exposed
there any
canvas?
mirrors?
Yeah, Theo, I was
yeah.
just gonna go. Are there mirrors?
There is a surprising lack of mirrors.
Are there
Um,
any
are the-
pictures of her? Are there any paintings of her?
Have a
we
look
seen so far?
around. Yeah, so give me a general sort of perception check. And it is retroactive as well, so it's kind of you kind of casting around as you went through.
19.
19. There were a couple of paintings of her. One of her with her 2 footmen, where she is sitting in a large ornate chair, and they are standing either side of her, like almost like children, actually. Interestingly,
It's like she made them.
Yeah, it's
and,
weird. To get your portrait done with the staff?
She really likes her staff.
and a
Just those 2.
beautiful one of her standing with a white horse with a background which you don't recognize, but I think if you point it out to Rock or Skier,
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can I have a look?
they would tell you that it looks like Blackrock, which is just outside of Miscrium capital. It's a beautiful vista where it overlooks, it's one of the highest points in the Empire, where you can overlook Miscrium City and beyond, and actually see several of the other islands that make up the Empire on a good day.
And are they all of like a similar age?
Yeah, doesn't look like she is any older in either, not any of the paintings you have seen of her. The rest of the paintings are small studies of places within the Empire and places of natural beauty, some of animals that you find within the Imperial borders. If you didn't know better, you would say she's a naturalist of some kind. She loves nature and she's very interested in studying it. Moments passed. Calling kind of, as you kind of all settle in and have a bit of a conversation, Calling leans forward. So, what's the plan here? What do you think? How are you going to approach this?
Were we supposed to have a plan?
Well, I mean, I guess we need to just sort of get through the pleasantries and start doing our job, because then hopefully that will give us a chance to not be literally in the same room being scrutinized, which will allow Skier to possibly have a look around a little.
Should I go now?
Well, no, because he brought us all in here, so she will know if one of us is missing.
Okay, what if I... Ashley, what if you spilled when they offer us drink? Spill
I
it
can
on
do
them.
that. That would have probably happened anyway. So.
But like
Yeah.
in a way that doesn't look like you're obviously spilling it.
Again,
Yeah.
it'll probably happen anyway.
Yeah. It's more of a don't aim to do it, just when it inevitably happens, don't try and stop it.
Okay. Okay, got you.
Okay, but then
I
you've
can-
got
I can see that.
then you have very limited time though, because you'll have to be back here pretty quick.
Well, I'll
What
just
if
be
it's
like,
a
oh
really
no,
big spill?
I need to go clean up. Let me go.
And then you could
And-
get lost coming back from the bathroom because
Yeah.
It's so
it's
big in this
a
place.
big place, and
Oh.
yeah, it's.
But what if
easy to
someone
get
tries
lost.
to escort you?
Well, even if someone does escort you, at least you'll get to see
Some.
some
Okay.
things.
And know how quick they are at keeping us together, right?
Yeah.
True, might give you
that's true.
some idea of that, because then maybe later on I can use the invisibility or something, and you can do another look around or something.
Yeah, we just want to like test how hot they are in their security, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Who
We can do that.
has the highest passive perception? I'm thinking it's Gia, but I want to
Not
double check.
I think it's Skier. I'm 19.
Yeah, I think it's me. Yeah, Ski is 24.
Yeah.
Skia, make me a perception check.
25.
25. You hear footfalls approaching. 3 sets. One of them sounds relatively similar to Arthur's footfalls. One of them sounds slightly heavier, and one of them you barely discern.
Ooh. Ski's just going to immediately turn the conversation and start talking in everyone's fake, like using everyone's fake names. Like, what do you think, Uncle Kev? How long do you think we'll stay here doing this job?
Well, we've just got to
Skia,
make
that's
some money,
wrong.
right?
I'm Skylar. Do you remember? Tyne? Come on, Tyne.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I thought you were going a bit wrong. That's fine.
There's a turn of the handle, and the doors are opened as Arthur steps in, and behind him steps in his brother, still in half plate. And last, but definitely waiting for her 2 boys to make enough room, steps the Contessa, who glides in with a gentle, graceful gait.
Literally glides, or is she walking?
She's walking.
Yeah, she's like
just very
hovering.
elegant.
I'm a
Please.
normal woman.
Yeah.
She's doing the Martian Madame.
Was it? Yeah. I was literally just going to say that.
Yes.
That's exactly where my mind went.
Chewing something every once in a while.
Nothing curious about this at all.
Marcus pulls up a large chair for her, and thank you, Marcus. And she drops into it elegantly. Please be seated. I won't keep you long. I know you have duties. I just like to know who's working on my estate and get a feel for people. Quick question: can I have the intelligence score of everybody in the party?
Modifier or
No, score.
okay, that's a 10.
10?
12.
12? Eugene,
9.
I know you're quite high. 9?
I'm just waiting.
22.
I'm leaving.
22. Amazing.
I'm leaving.
Skia, you're 9, did you say?
Yeah, Skier's 9. Skier is officially the dumbest.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Mensa ass.
We've got like a 10 on all of you.
9,
Jesus.
10,
Yeah.
12, and then 22.
Yeah.
Christ.
Wow.
More than double
Now a lot of
mine
things
and
are fitting
Ashton's.
into place.
Yep.
Jeez.
So, why don't you all sit down? Arta has already organised for some light refreshments to come. Would anyone like a hot drink? It's not a problem at all if you do. Just speak up.
Oh, no, good.
Lukewarm's good for me.
I was going to get some fruit
She
wine.
looks at Skier.
So,
Yeah.
Why
Whatever you
don't-
have is fine. Thank you.
yeah. She motions for you all to sit down again.
Do you have anything that's maybe at, body temperature?
Moisturising.
Not too sticky.
No.
Calling takes up a seat at one end. Duskgaze, with all due respect, my lady, I will stand. And frightened the furniture is not quite used to no weight. Of course. Save me. Arta, if you wouldn't mind, just something a little bit more robust for our good lieutenant here. Certainly, ma'am. Steps outside. But rest of you, please. I'd like to get to know you. Michelle, Skier starts to get a bit of a headache.
Oh no.
Not too much, just a little bit.
God damn it. We've been here 2 minutes and we're already rumbled.
You are a colourful bunch, much more interesting than most of the mercenaries that do come out of the Empire, I have to say. Why don't we start with you? And she motions to Aisling. Please tell me your name and what skills you bring to the table and how long you've been a mercenary.
Whoa. My name's Clementine Pond. It's a family name. We're all named after fruits, and it's yeah, and shut up, try and behave. I'm very good at noticing patterns and things that need doing that other people might not notice need doing, and I never get lost generally. And I've been doing my job for, how old am I? 6 years.
So, a scout of sorts.
Yes. Yeah. Places and going to them.
Always useful. Now, obviously, we probably won't touch on those skills whilst you're here, but it will help you get a good grip of the grounds.
It's a big house, innit? So.
I mean, she's pretty good with some magic and a sword when she needs to be.
Oh yeah, no, I can blast stuff. As well.
Blast stuff?
If need be.
I mean, not to delve, because obviously sometimes magic is a very personal nature, but are you book learned, or is this something you've picked up in your travels?
You could say picked up.
Fascinating. I'm always interested in the wonderful ways that people acquire magic.
Do you do magic?
Oh yes. Though not as a party trick, it's for my own protection, of course, as you might, as many ladies in the court have to, as you understand, protect their virtue and those of their household. I have studied in a few mystical arts, a little arcane here and there. Nothing so grand as to get me into the universities, but enough to, well, let's just say there's a lord who's still got a bald patch for thinking that he had the right to touch me when he didn't.
That's very cool.
Fair.
What of you, young lady? And she turns to Skia. I have to say, I absolutely love this look. You are fabulous. And you two are related? Points to Eugene.
Yes, we're cousins.
How fascinating. So tell me about yourself. What is your skill set? What do you bring to the table?
Oh, I'm sort of good with the bow. Good at catching people, which is, what you want as a sort of bodyguard or guard of some kind.
Give me an insight
Yeah, that's
check.
about it. Ugh.
I love that you're having to
29.
insight check, yet my shit just
29.
went seamlessly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did perfect.
Yeah.
Upon you saying I'm good at catching people, it's nearly imperceptible. If for anybody other than you wouldn't have picked up, but her eyebrow raises ever so slightly. She is interested in that skill set.
Uh-oh.
You kind of get the impression that she has people that she wants you to track down. Or she wants tracked down. And the cousin.
Yes, that's me.
Please tell me a little bit about yourself. And I'll take both of your names as well. Please, sorry, I got excited by the wonderful
Skylar.
Skylar.
I'm Eugene, and I study the arcane arts. I'm a summoner.
Oh, wonderful. Preferably not. Be careful if you summon demonic entities around here. Things have a tendency to go a little awry. It's the only advice I can give you. But everything else seems to work fine. And then she kind of looks to Duskgaze. She goes, well, Duskgaze I have known of, but haven't had the honour of meeting. Your captain speaks very highly of you, and the reports I have from the pickets indicate that you have been a stabilising force. So thank you for your service, and thank you for bringing and taking charge of these mercenaries. It is much appreciated. Let it be known, I know that your kind are often maligned. That is a gross misunderstanding. You are most welcome here, and I hope in time the rest of the townsfolk will understand just how much you bring to their stability and safety. Duskgaze kind of almost blushes a little bit.
Aww.
Thank you, my lady. It is my honor and my duty. And of course, I will do my absolute best to keep these ones highly trained and highly focused.
Does it seem like she's being truthful, or is this just flattery?
Insight check.
Guidance.
Nice.
Oh,
To
yeah,
remind you, is there a
I
somatic
forget.
component to guidance?
I don't need it.
You
Okay.
don't need it.
Well, I might do, but I rolled a 16 for a 24.
Interesting.
Son. I don't like when you go quiet and start making dice noises.
You think she is. She is not an easy woman to read. But you get the impression she genuinely means what she's saying here.
Okay.
Master Dragonborn, may please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your skill set.
Well, my name is Kevin, of the, what was my house again?
Raffen.
Rathen. Of House Rathen from the Empire. And I am a jack of all trades. I do some entertaining and I can do some fighting when need be.
How interesting. Well, we do like somebody with multiple skills. Make me a deception check, please.
How did mine go this well?
Oh, okay. 29.
Okay.
This is why I didn't lie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to let your insight roll from earlier because I feel like now you're kind of like got a sense of her facial tics and things like that. There is a quiet moment where you feel like she wants to say something, but she doesn't. And she seems to accept Rock's story.
I hate when my therapist does that.
Like, she knew he was lying and was about to like question it and then thought, no, I'm going to let you go along with it. Think I believe you.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
She picked up on something, but she decided not to press. You're not entirely certain it was lying, but there was something in Rock's story she was like, I'm going to challenge that, and then changed her mind at the last second.
Like, something didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Do I know what it was that Rock said specifically?
No, it's just kind of, she let him finish his story, and then she kind of took ever so slightly longer than the rest of you to respond.
Okay.
Well, a member of
I...
House Rathen.
Well, yes. I'm not one of the favoured cousins, but
Well, you may find that you are favoured here. We could do with some strong arms, and some people with some martial training. Multiple skills are always welcome.
well, that's what we're looking for, just to make some gold and to have a bit of adventure. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Of course.
I mean, judging from your paintings and everything, and obviously I do recognize your family names. But what did you do to get sent here as this posting? I mean, it's not exactly a favored place for people to come.
Very true. In truth, I volunteered. The previous few counts have not treated this city very well, and I wanted to be here to extend a courtesy these people deserve, a respect they have not often had, and an opportunity for them to see that the Empire is not as fearsome and terrifying as they believe. If you want another insight check, anybody can roll on that one.
Yeah, I definitely want to.
Yes, please. Skiers on it.
Oh, okay. Unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20.
20. 22 this year.
22, nice.
I rolled a 19.
19. She seems to be earnest.
About all of it? Or just a bit of it?
Hard to say, but she seems to be earnest and mean what she is saying here.
I think Rock will just say to her, I mean, is there a particular reason you feel like you owe this area or this town something?
Oh, a lady doesn't want to give away all her secrets in the first meeting, Master Rithim.
Well, I didn't know it was a secret.
But let's just say, if you manage to impress me and you want to join me in further employ, we will have opportunity to discuss my plans for the city and this part of the nation. I will need some good people behind me if what I wish is to come true. Now, we have one quiet fellow off to one side here. And what are you called? I be calling Contessa. And I'm here as an eyes and ears just to keep an eye on these folks and give them my aid where I can. Bit of a healer and a cleric when I need to be. How wonderful, she says. Right. Marcus will be showing you your routes and your patrols and explaining the parts of the property that are off limits for various reasons and dimes for that, usually because of dignitaries or guests, though this time of year we are light on both. Please listen to him. It is very important for the safety of this mansion and the people who work here that you follow his instruction. This has been a delight, and her eyes linger on Rock just a little longer than the rest of you. I look forward to getting to know you all better.
Well, thank you for your hospitality.
Arta opens the door. She goes, "Please finish your drinks first. Obviously, Marcus, do take good care of them. Good people are so hard to find." And she leaves, Arta closing the door behind her, leaving you with Marcus, who just waits, just looking at all of you like.
Marcus, is it?
Yes.
Looks like you've been in the lady's employ for quite some time.
I am most grateful to the Contessa. She saved myself and my brother from a much worse fate.
Oh, that sounds like a fascinating story. Wait, what was that?
Perhaps later. At the
Well, I
moment,
mean, we're finishing our drinks, aren't we?
I would prefer you to finish quickly, if you could. I have much to show you.
Sure.
Yeah, Aisling will, at this point, purposefully fail her dex check on finishing quickly. A fun sentence I wasn't expecting to say today.
Can you make me a deception or a performance check?
Oh, good.
Can I help in any way? As she's pouring on me.
Well, I suppose
yeah.
Are you trained in performance?
No, but I am in deception.
I find it a bit fluffy, but I'm going to let you have it.
Oh yeah. What does that mean? Do I get a?
But I need Michelle to explain to me how you make Aisling dropping a drink on you look more realistic.
That would be more performance. Oh god, deception.
Made you think now, haven't I?
Yeah, but I was like, oh, she'll be like, oh, Ty, not again. Can you just be careful? You always do this. So it seems more like this.
So you're trying to pass off the fact that Aisling is clumsy. I think that's more deception, than
Yeah.
oh
Okay,
my
cool.
gosh, you've done this and that sort of thing, which would be
Yeah.
Whoa!
This is my fresh cloak.
Oh no!
Aisling, you may have advantage.
Sickening. Okay, wait. What have I got more in? Performance or deception?
Is it
Both
deception
the
if we're
same.
convincing people that Aisling is clumsy?
That is true. Is it just persuasion at this point?
It is deception
point-
I'm
to
just
make it
kidding.
look like she spilled a glass of wine she's not intended to. So.
I'm just
Damn it! I was really hoping that could
But I like
be
the
persuasion.
I like the hustle.
Okay, so 14.
Okay.
So you what? Overskier who then?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think Aisling will pretend to get up to go and look at a painting, and be like, "Oh, well, what's it? What is this from the blue era?" And she'll trip on the rug or something, and just yeah.
I imagine Ashley's going on so long that Skier gets to a point where she just knocks it out of her hands. Yeah.
Bash! Ah, no!
Time. Oh no! I can't control it.
Oh
I'm
shit!
so
I'm
sorry.
so.
I start like mopping it up the floor like with my cloak. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Please, we have people
Sorry.
who can sort this out. Are you okay?
Yeah. Do you have,
It wasn't a hot drink.
Yeah, but you look terrible now. I mean,
Can I? Is there someone I can go wash up?
Quickly. Yes.
It is quite a sticky one.
He opens the door. Ah, Magda. Please show Skylar to the servants' bathroom so that they may clean themselves up a little. Of course, yes. Thank you, Marcus. Right this way, Skylar, wasn't it?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Skylar.
This
It's okay.
I'll do your laundry for a week.
You better.
oh, just go.
halfling woman in her probably her late 50s, with like rapidly greying, really dark hair, and what's an easy smile, although still kind of slightly nervous, because most of the people in this area are just kind of always looking in the shadows just in case something's kind of leap at her. Oh, you must be
Especially
one of the
in
new
this house.
mercenaries. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so come on, hit me with it. What's the real deal?
Yo.
Is she really good to work for?
Oh, the Contessa.
Yeah, you can tell me, it's fine.
Best employment I've ever had.
Really? But, you know, she's so fancy. The fancy ones don't tend to be that...
She pays good. She doesn't ask too much of us. She actually makes sure that we go home on time and things. She even my old Bill. She even helped me with a little loan of money beforehand. It wasn't too demanding, so that I could get him some medicine. She's good.
Oh.
I find our men servants a little creepy sometimes, but they're not
are a
bad
little
people.
creepy.
Yeah, they're just there's not a lot, you know.
Yeah, I've seen them. I get that. That's creepy's fine, you know.
I think they just bought into that creepy twin thing.
Yeah, it feels like they've really leaned into it, which is, you know,
Are
what might say.
you one of the new foot soldiers?
Yeah, we just started today.
Well, at lunchtime, and she's kind of brought you to the bathroom at this point. It's like, well, lunchtime, when you have a break, you ask for Collie, in the kitchen, and just tell her I sent you.
Okay.
She'll make sure you get a decent, hearty something to keep you warm this afternoon. Doesn't really warm up around here very much, I'm afraid.
Oh, I was hoping it'd get better, but oh.
Right. You alright
thanks,
finding your
Magda.
way back?
Yeah, it was just down this. Yeah, I'm pretty good at remembering.
Because I've got to get on, you see. So.
Yeah, go, no, you're fine. You're fine.
And
Foolish
Magda.
girl.
Oh.
hey, she was just told to show her to the bathroom, not bring her back.
Yep. Act your wage.
Yeah.
While we wait for Skylar, I shall take you.
Scooby Doo your way around.
A sweep, as we shall just do a quick sweep of this floor, so you can see some of the areas that you will be responsible for if you guard inside the property. Please note that.
Just are you going to be providing us with a map?
No, you are expected to memorize the grounds yourself.
No problem.
From what I heard, that should not be a problem for you.
Do any of the rooms change where they are?
No. Is this a problem where you have been previously?
Yes.
We've seen a couple of magic places that do some weird stuff.
And I just hate it. So that's cool that everything stays where it is.
Absolutely. Unless it is moved by a person physically.
No.
No. Good. As you've seen, this is the main guest suite where we entertain our people as they arrive. Through there is the ladies' office. It remains locked unless the Contessa is in situ. It is unlikely you will see her there, though she might call you in for wage week. Just to check.
Ashling's making a mental map of all of this, by the way.
There is a dining space. Occasionally you will be required to guard off to one side quietly and patiently when the Contessa is entertaining. It takes you through into the main hallways. Down there is the servants' quarters. For those members of the staff who stay on the property after dark. You will find a small kitchen which you are welcome to use. Some space to rest if you need to off-duty, and a small living space where many of the staff gather for various social events, including a weekly card game, I am told, is got quite high stakes.
Get it. Stakes. Aisling did not say that, Charlie did.
Charlie said that. Kind of walks past, and I think he kind of lingers to see if Skylar reappears at this point.
If I see him sort of looking in the direction that Skylar's coming from, I will just kind of engage him in conversation. So I'm just going to kind of say, there's a lot of these sort of dead animal things. Is that like a thing the lady does? Does she hunt and stuff them, or?
She doesn't hunt them, but she receives gifts from friends around the Empire. She is a passionate naturist. She enjoys the study of nature and is often contemplating our place in it.
Well, la-di-da.
Skier. How long do you wait before you try and slip out? Oh, do we just lose Michelle? No!
Michelle,
No momento.
Skier's gone.
There we go. That's when Michelle decided to slip out herself.
Yeah. I'm gone. I think Skier would just like to make her way back kind of quickly, but taking as many detours as she can, or she wants to take note of everything, like every door.
Yeah.
If she she might snoop on some other members of staff if she notices them. So she's always sort of making her way back. But just she's dawdling.
She's looking at the doors. It's called dawdling.
Lollygagging, one could say.
Awesome. So, you find yourself, you're in the servants area, so there's not quite as much here. You do find said room, and in there are a group of off-duty maids. Looks like they had the early shift for breakfast and things like that, and now they're on a break. There is a barrel-chested female dwarf who's currently smoking a pipe with big thick arms, and she looks to be one of the gardeners. and with her is a young, wispy human girl who can't be more than about 17, who is still glancing around, and you know that kind of like the energy that she still can't believe she's here. So she's clearly very new. And an affable, middle-aged tiefling woman with like skin that's almost as pink as yours, but a little more dusky in colour. Long, dark horns that sweep back. Really handsome face. You get the impression that she's probably broken a few hearts in her time. And she wears a butler's outfit. And the three of them are sitting around.
God.
And Skier was never heard.
Never seen again.
No, never seen again.
Oh no, it's Skier's type.
Yeah.
Slightly older, handsome women.
Yeah.
And
If she's over 6 foot, we're done for.
the dwarf is currently talking, and she's puffing on the pipe, and she says, "You got nothing to worry about, dears. You just don't listen to Isina. She's just being silly. I have been here," says the tiefling woman, "longer than even you, Bramble, and I am telling you, the Contessa is a spitting image for one of the late Count's daughters. And if you don't believe me, you can go into the attic and find the old paintings that are still hidden up there.
How strange.
Look, the Count died 60 years ago. If the Contessa was his daughter, she would be, well, she'd be older than you, my dear. And she'd probably be looking more like me. You don't look that bad, my dear. Don't be daft. But she's not supernatural or anything. She's just, a lady, isn't she? Yeah, don't... See, you're scaring the girl. So the dwarf, the tiefling leans and goes, "I'll scare you later if you like." She goes, "Oh, stop! Not in front of the child."
Lord.
Skier is hiding at this point, I would say. I think, she's not.
Yeah, I'm kind of working on the basis they're very busy. So if you do want to, I don't think you need a stealth for this one. I don't think they're paying enough attention.
No,
and they
Skier's got what she wants. Go to the attic.
quickly move on to talking about this young girl's called Jenny, and it's her duties and what she needs to do, and it gets very boring very quickly.
Yeah,
And it's about
I'll
this
listen. Yeah, I'll listen for just a little bit, just in case there's look, if you mess up, just say this. The Contessa never minds if
One thing
Smart.
I will say, Jenny does say, I went near the basement the other day, and I was told to keep away because that's where the livestock are. Why is she keeping livestock down there? Oh, the basement opens up into some old pens around the back. But we don't need to go down there. It's fine. Best stay out of there, and the wine cellar. The butler and the twins deal with those, and they have staff that are focused on those elements. All right.
Okay.
And she's nice. She's really nice. She's one of the nicest people we've had a chance to work with. I think as at this point you hear from down the hall, you hear Marcus and your friends sort of approaching the area.
Yeah.
Chris, can I,
Background.
while this is kind of going on and we're waiting for Skier to come back, can I cast Divine Sense?
Yes.
I just want to get a vibe for it's only within 60 feet, so...
In the area, within 60 feet of you, you sense Aisling, who's Faye,
Mm-hmm.
as is Eugene.
Mm-hmm.
You get that slight necrotic energy off of calling, which you've kind of sensed before. Marcus does not ping as anything. there is a faint air of necrotic energy in the just ambiently, which you've got used to since you've arrived in this area.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of divine wards upstairs.
I wouldn't have picked that up, would I?
You picked up there's something divine, celestial upstairs.
Oh, right, celestial. Yeah. Well, it just says you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So something celestial above you. Not powerful, you don't think, but there.
Okay.
As
And
point
no
out,
other undead.
Eugene, you pick up ambient magic. Like, there's several wards in this mansion.
Okay.
Do you rejoin your friends, Skier?
Yeah, definitely.
Just as Marcus looks like he's about to get suspicious, Skier pops into view, looking like she's gone the wrong way. Do you want to roll me a quick deception check?
I will. Can I help? Because I will just say I'll do a proper oh, for goodness sake, did you get lost again? You always dawdle on your way back from anywhere.
Yeah, you can. You're proficient in deception, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's a 19.
19. Yeah, Marcus kind of squints for a second and he kind of seems to accept it. It's fine. Right. Duskgaze, if you would please keep the rest of your troop collected for the rest of this, I will be focusing on explaining things. Of course, Marcus, I understand. All of you, fall in line, please.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Dear. We'll talk about your shoddy disposition later.
Sorry, yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
We didn't sign up for the military. We're just mercenaries.
Just roll with it for a second. Rock. Just give the normal.
Oh, I know. I'm not going to mess with Duskgaze. Jesus.
You are led around the outskirts of the mansion. He points out there's quite a big amount of space. There's a couple of gardens, which he explains that you might be drawn into to garden, things like just check. Particularly around night, it's important that we sweep and make sure that there is anything dangerous. And almost as he says it, you see another one of the women with a big sack and a stick, chasing out these little tiny, vicious-looking creatures. We tend not to use fire because we don't want to cause permanent damage, but it can be as a last resort if you need to protect yourselves and the mansion.
What
Noted.
are those? What are they?
Those are twig blights. If left to fester, they will become vine blights and worse.
Don't like vines. Okay.
Fortunately, they are weakest during what would be daylight hours, so most of the staff can deal with them. But if you are on night patrol at any point in time, be aware that they are there. They attack in groups, and they are vicious, if not smart. He sweeps you round the back. There's a hedge maze, which Eugene, you get
A
this
hedge mage. I want to be a hedge
ambient
mage.
magic kind of whooshes off, and I think Marcus kind of explains that the place is sealed of a nighttime with a magical barrier, just to prevent anything going in and hiding in there. Is curious. Most of the undead are still nocturnal, even though they don't need to hide as much in this environment.
Everyone loves a good routine.
There is a large graveyard, which looks like a family graveyard. Which he again says, all the undead here have been settled. As all the dead here have been settled and blessed, they should not rise. However, we do nightly patrols and daily patrols 3-4 times. This will be part of your duty today. It is just to keep an eye. We have not ever experienced the priest who conducted the rite was very efficient. I will have perception checks off of anyone who's casting their eye around.
Yeah, are we walking through the graveyard?
Yeah, a little
Okay,
bit.
yeah, in that case, I'm definitely looking out for the names on these headstones.
Yeah, me too.
16 from Ashley.
16?
Perception,
Yes, please.
19.
19.
I got a nat 20.
Nat 20
yeah.
for a total of
28.
28. Nice.
You beat Skier for 25.
25.
Heyo!
So, all of you kind of get this feel like this name, one name keeps popping up through the graveyard. Zarsk. Several people with the surname Zarsk.
Is it a surname I would recognize?
You would need to roll a history check for this.
Sure.
Eugene, because you rolled so grossly high, you get something else. You are leaning in, having a close look at one of the gravestones, and you notice just beyond the mausoleum, they're just out of your sight, just out of the sight of most people, but your sharp elf eyes notice. Two men.
Tell me, what do my elf eyes see?
What your
You're
elf
gonna
eyes
fucking
see.
say that! Do it.
Two men dragging a form with a bag over its head, and chains around, like silver chains tightly bound around his arms, on the outer edge of the woodland that just touches the estate, keeping it very quiet and trying to keep it secluded, but definitely heading towards the mansion.
Is this person, whatever, are they struggling, or are they
They
like
seem-
being carried?
They're being dragged, but they're not struggling. They're limp,
So they're like unconscious
either
or
unconscious or dead.
dead. And from where we are, do I get an idea of where they're taking him into the mansion?
Not really, because you'd need to kind of keep an eye on their trajectory. But you do get the impression the way that they're looping around, they're probably going to come around the back of the mansion.
Where the livestock
Incredibly
is.
Makes sense.
spooky. Mm-hmm.
Probably going to the
very
basement,
spooky.
I'd say.
Mm.
Okay, I will keep that to myself for now.
Oi, look over there!
Oh my god!
Marcus,
Chris, for
Go on.
my history check for
Yes.
the Zask thing, I rolled a 22.
22. You do know the Zarsk family. The Zarsk family were the last great three counts of this region who died allegedly in the before the rebellion and the rise of the cult of the dragon. They are basically used in the Empire as a. Basically, they were one of the first people to kind of reach out to the Empire and say, "Hey, Curse Hollow, Empire, this could be a thing." But it found out that they dabbled in dark magics and were as bad as the Dragon Lords that the Empire replaced. So when they disappeared, they are used as a kind of a moral lesson, as if to say, "This is what happens when you mess with forces you don't understand. Be good. Worship the Imperial aligned gods." Those sorts of stories. It is curious to see so many of their names on these stones, untouched. These boogeymen used to frighten young children.
Okay.
Marcus leads you back out of the graveyard across some small fields, which are have small areas where some vegetables are being grown as best as they can. So things that don't require a lot of light. And then back round towards the mansion itself. As he steps off, he kind of scrapes his boots against some metal scrapers on the outside as you kind of walk up a gravel drive. Some important places to note, please. The basement is full of livestock for the property. Please do not go in there. It is best left handled to those who are trained. Some of the animals spook easily. Also, the wine cellar is off limits. The Contessa has a prize collection which she checks on a regular basis. It is one of the few things that she guards. Other than that, and the ladies' chambers and upstairs, you are free to roam downstairs. Stay out of the way of any dignitaries or visitors when you are working. Please try to keep to the servants' quarters, and wherever possible, remain punctual and considerate. If you are asked a question, please make sure you respond, even if you do not know the answer. I am often in hand, or my brother is often on hand, to be able to assist you.
How do we find you guys? Or
one of us is usually around.
But what if you're not?
One of the other staff members will know where we are.
Okay.
It's important to note, Skier, your headache has cleared up since you stepped outside.
How strange.
How strange. I was going to ask whether it eased off when the Contessa left the room, or has it only now eased off now I'm outside?
It did seem to ease off as the Contessa left the room and then vanished as you left the mansion itself.
Okay. Interesting.
Make your way back in. You are to patrol the outer grounds today, just to get you used to an opportunity for you to get used to this. We would like to hire you for 5 shifts this week, 3 day, 2 night, to get you used to the facilities. There is one planned visit at the weekend. A representative from Mystrium is coming to see how the Contessa is settling in.
Ooh, that's exciting. Who's that?
Somebody from the Church of the Dragon, from my understanding. A seeking blade, I believe. Anyway, that is for the Contessa's consideration. On that night, however, I have some refinery I would like you to wear, and you will be on main guard duty to ensure the Contessa is safe from any untoward actions.
Are you expecting anything?
I always
Untoward?
expect something.
What, when she's got guests?
Yes. Expect the worst, be pleased with the best. Now, your arraignments today are fine for your duties. He kind of reaches in just below his doublet and pulls out some sheets. Here are your patrol routes.
Ashley, a map.
Is it a map?
It's kind of a map. It's a very loose map. It's
fuck
kind of
yeah.
It's the outer grounds and where he would like you to go and what times you need to check in.
Nice.
I suggest that you split yourselves into 2 groups of 3. That should be sufficient and safe. Though your disposition is down to your lieutenant. And Duskgaze nods. Good luck. I look forward to hearing favourable reports from the staff of your conduct.
Sure.
Duskgaze, have your captain already discussed the terms of payment? Of course, I will make sure that I remind them. Good. I shall leave your troops to your command then. And he steps inside the building.
Bye. Didn't even say bye.
Don't expect much from him.
So rude.
Shall we?
Sure.
So he leads you back up just enough that you're out of earshot. Okay, so on a more practical matter, how are we breaking up the party?
Skia, I saw something that I think we should somehow check out.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, for that.
Very
What
good
did you
shout.
see?
Well, I saw 2 men carrying a body
Oh.
in chains with a bag over their head
Ah.
Oh, that's creepy.
towards the mansion. So I thought maybe we could check that out.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well,
Yeah.
based on the fact that most people are coming from like the main front area and all that kind of thing, if they were going to bring a body in, especially as the basement seems the most likely place for it, then they'll probably be like down that side near where the pens are. So maybe you guys could sort of start there if you want to go
Especially
together.
with this whole like livestock business.
Yeah.
And
yes,
then we
it was when we
Dodgy as
were
hell.
in the cemetery. I saw them.
Oh my god.
Okay, so then who's going with you?
Me?
Well, the
I
original
can go
split
with
3.
them as well if you'd like me to.
Okay, and then Ashling, myself, and Duskay will do.
I am comfortable with this as everybody else is.
Uh-huh.
Right, well, and kind of looks through the disposition and goes, this patrol route takes you closest to that part of the mansion, so it's a good excuse to be there.
Great, you guys do that one.
Which means that you 2 and I get the graveyard and the maze.
Well, I mean, it'd be
Nothing
fun.
bad ever happens in
Hey,
those.
Ashley, you can map a maze. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that would actually be bitching. All right.
Just before we all separate,
Yeah.
just gonna put this out there. She totally knows we're lying. I'll put money on it.
Hey? Why? How? What?
I just get the feeling.
I mean, technically, I did not lie.
Right.
Would you like an award for this? A biscuit,
don't
Wait,
maybe?
you said she knows we're lying. I didn't lie.
Yeah,
I meant
don't
us
think-
collectively as a group.
No, I don't. Maybe.
She knows something's going on.
I think I picked up something when you were talking about, you and your family. I wonder if she was going to ask you something about the, family you're pretending to be from, and then didn't. But it could be because she thinks you're lying, or it could be because it's like, maybe
Well, she's
she knows
from the Empire, right? What if she's met this person that you're pretending to be?
you. Yeah.
Well,
like she
Is
knows
Kevin
he's
Raffin
dead,
a
or
real
is-
person?
Yeah.
Yes, but not somebody that would necessarily be seen at court or anything.
You're
They-
doing identity theft, Rock.
Well, yes, because we needed it to be someone they could actually verify was real.
Like Eugene said, what if she fucking knows the real Kev?
Yeah.
Well,
They
I
might be
mean-
best pals.
I mean,
And you waltz in and she's like, okay.
Or maybe she knows that family and is like, I've never heard of a Kevin.
Yeah.
Or Kevin was like much older, or I don't know.
Or Kevin's been dead for 20 years.
Well, I mean, maybe she ate him. Who knows?
Maybe he's in the fucking basement.
I don't think she keeps them. Or maybe she does. I don't.
Maybe she does. Live stock, not dead stock.
I have to be honest though, I am a little confused by her because she does actually seem to be serious about like doing good things here and for the people. So
Yes.
I'm a bit confused by this.
I think
I
it's
have to
because
be
she's
honest.
from here.
Yeah,
Like
that would make sense.
I
Well,
think
I mean, the graveyard is full of the last family that were the original sort of counts here.
Is she one of them?
Well, maybe.
yes. Sorry, yes. That's what I was gonna say. I overheard some of the staff talking, and
What did they say?
one of them thinks that she looks just like the last count's daughter, but she'd be like really old, or something. So
Oh.
If she wasn't a vampire.
she wasn't a vampire.
Hmm.
So maybe she genuinely has come back because that's what she wants. She wants to like get it back, and she does care about the people here. But she just
So
has,
that's a good thing.
Not all vampires, I guess.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the thing. You know, we have been educated on the fact that not all vampires or undead are necessarily evil.
But at the same time, body, bag over head, chains, livestock.
Yeah.
Doesn't smack of kindness. But
No.
We're getting some very mixed messages here. And I think
Yeah.
Duskgaze
Right.
is looking at Calling, and Calling's like, I can't really give you any more
Fix it.
than that.
Fix it for us, calling.
This is for them to figure out.
Oh,
we got this, Ashling. We'll figure it out. It's fine.
okay.
It's very frustrating. I'm not keen on this. You seem
Hey,
very
Duskgaze,
clever and very
can-
powerful, and I would rather you were helping us more directly.
Duskgaze, can you do the kind of stuff that Skier does?
He kind of looks down at his plate mail. No.
Shit.
No.
yes,
Okay.
how's your sneaking and your heavy plate mail? How does that work for you?
I'm gonna have to make do without even a replacement Skier. Fuck.
Well,
You can be
I mean,
the replacement skier.
yeah, you do it.
Do you
You
want
can
a
be
knife?
sneaky. Oh, no, don't give her a knife. No, don't. Oh god.
I feel like, with the exception of Eugene, we're Team Blast here.
Okay.
We make the noise, we make the big explosion type things.
Okay.
I mean, I know Eugene can
We're
do
gonna
that,
make
but
do without Eugene.
It's fine. I'm sure we'll cope.
We're gonna.
Also,
Okay.
Eugene, if you hear us yelling, come running with fireball. There you go.
Yes. Please.
forgive me for assuming, but Rock, can you not,
Think?
talking to heads?
How
Yeah,
of course.
far away? How far away can we get?
I think York goes up to a mile now, doesn't it?
Dang. How
I
big's this mansion?
Actually,
Because
do not
of
know.
because of the gift of you were given with the horn.
Yeah. I can't find it.
Also, while Rock's thinking about that, did anyone else get a really bad headache in there?
Ooh, no.
No.
How much water have you had today?
Yeah, did you drink enough water?
Yeah.
She never drinks enough water.
Hey!
Yeah.
What kind of a headache?
Like front, side, middle.
Not hangover headache and not been hit in the head headache.
Okay. Slept on your eyeball, funny headache.
Never done that.
What?
Do you guys not do that where you like sleep on your wrist and you're squishing your eyeball back into your brain and then you wake up and you're like, ow.
No.
Okay, never mind.
No.
Then
What
again,
kind
my,
of
my
sleep?
face is shaped differently to yours. So,
Oh yeah.
Skia, is there any reason that do you have some magical thing that a certain creature would give you a headache or something? Is this something we don't know about?
Oh my god, have I got a warning system? Maybe.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't know.
Am I allergic to vampires?
Like a parking sensor for vampires.
Maybe that's what it is.
I've got a vampire allergy. Oh no, she's so
Wait,
old
the-
as well.
Do you still have the headache now?
No, I'm fine now.
Okay, that's weird.
So it's only when you went in there.
It's mainly when she was there, and then when I was in the house, a little bit less, and now I'm out here, it's fine.
Was she trying to get in your brain?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's
Does
weird,
that
though.
Does that happen, Rock? If someone's trying to read your thoughts, can it give you a headache?
No, and if they really push to try and read your thoughts and you're resisting, there is a good chance you will know what they've done. So I think you would be aware of it.
What if no thoughts, head empty?
Maybe.
What if?
Maybe that's
Then
why.
you get a headache.
That's why it was just a headache.
Can have headache if no thought.
Not so much headache as echo.
Yeah.
Just the monkey with the symbols.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Wait, Skier, are you wearing any jewelry that's like a protection of any sort?
No. Well, no.
No.
Yes,
Yes.
I am.
Wait,
Oh,
you-
protection.
You're not
No.
wearing the thing I made you specifically to
Oh.
protect your brain?
I am wearing that. Yes,
Well-
that you'd made me like yesterday.
Could that be it?
Yeah.
Because of the would that maybe be a side effect? I don't know.
Oh.
I wouldn't have thought so.
I don't know. I mean, for all I know, you could just have a cold or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might
Medicine
maybe it's
check.
nothing to
Medicine
worry
check.
I haven't
16.
I
16.
haven't drunk water.
Wait, is that a bit of vine sticking out your ear?
Shut the whole fuck up. I'm gonna take Skier's
Too
arm
soon,
and do
still.
that press thing to see
Yeah.
if the pale pink goes to normal pink quickly,
Well,
and
it's
if it
kind
doesn't.
of lavender at the moment because
Oh,
it's
yeah, of
under
course.
a disguised self.
Well, I'm gonna do that stupid little dehydration test.
Okay.
And
Skier,
then tell her off.
with 16, as far as you can tell, Skier is is perfect health, possibly slightly highly elevated heart rate at the moment, but that's natural considering she's possibly slightly panicking.
Yay!
And we're all standing around poking her.
Would I
Okay.
know of any magical reason why you would get a headache in the presence of a vampire?
Maybe it's actually a nature check because
Oh my god, maybe it's because she likes me.
Oh my god! That's what it is.
She literally drinks people's blood. Stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can have a little bit. I don't need it all.
Hey, not
Vampires
all
are hot.
vampires.
Not all vampires.
Maybe she just drinks cow's blood. Maybe that's what the livestock is for.
It's like she's
Yeah.
tortured.
Well, no, I actually
you
think
can
She's
fix
like
her.
she's like a
I can
Cullen.
make her work.
Yeah, no, I
You
think
can
that's
make
what's
her
going
so
on.
much worse. You can enable her.
Alright, what am I doing? Nature check. It's a dirty 20.
dirty 20. In your experience and from your reading, you do not know of any instance where a vampire has caused another person to have a headache, from being in their presence.
Well, hey, at least we'll know when she's coming. You can be like detector.
We'll just
Okay,
hold
that's
Skier
okay.
out in front of us.
Yeah.
Which way is
Yeah.
she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, well, just,
Just a bit more allergy.
I mean, just keep an eye on it. If it gets worse or whatever, then let us know, because maybe we can try and find out what it could be, but
Yeah, it's useful when people tell you when they're suffering with something.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I told you
Oh
straight
my God,
away,
can we
'cause
just
I
go
know
on
it's
patrol,
really
please?
annoying. Yeah, let's
right.
go.
And with that agreed, the two groups split.
Split the group. Split
Split the party. Split the party.
Never
Nothing's
goes
gonna
badly.
go wrong, but
Nope,
we're
nope,
going to
nope.
have a break. In the meantime,
Come on, Ashling, let's head to the never-ending maze and see if we can make it out alive.
This will go well and fine and great and good.
Of course it will.
Cool. Yeah, we're going to take a quick break. Be back at 2:45.
Yeah.
That's okay with everybody.
Yep.
Good chance to get drinks and things.
Yep,
In the
yep.
meantime, our wonderful intermission is up. Please have a look at the wonderful people that we are highlighting in here. They're all lovely. They're all amazing people, and we really do think you'll love their stuff. In the meantime, see you soon. Mwah!
Love you, mate.
Bye. And we are back. Hello, hello. Before our break, our friends are in the mansion of one Contessa Marletta Drusk Haradrin, a suspected vampire, and they are currently just starting a patrol. A patrol around the mansion that may offer some of them an opportunity to find out what is going on, as all the things don't seem to quite add up. For every single nice thing they find out about the Contessa, something mysterious and creepy seems to balance it out. I would like... I'm going to ask Theo and Charlie to roll a d20 and tell me what number they get, please.
7.
18.
18.
I thought you were going to say 8.
In which case, Ashling's party go first.
Okay.
As you watch Eugene, Skier, and Calling head back towards the back of the mansion, following their patrol route, you two and Duskays start moseying back towards the graveyard. I'd like perception checks off of both of you, because I'm going to assume that you know what you're kind of keeping an eye out.
I think we've both got very different numbers.
Okie doke. What did you get? Charlie. Sorry.
27.
27? Nice. Wayne?
I got a 10.
A 10. Cool. For the narrative flavour, why does Rock not pick up on as much as anything that's going on? Or is it because he's the one holding the connection open to everybody in this lot? They're quite chatty in their brains.
No, I think it's probably more just wandering around the graveyard and stuff. I think Rock is just like literally having a peaceful little wander now.
Leisurely stroll
Yeah,
Yeah,
around the
promenade.
gardens.
he's just like
Yes!
quite a pretty graveyard actually.
With a little fan, you know.
Of course, I always carry a fan.
I know you do.
That was Wayne, not Rock.
I know it was.
Aisling is kind of looking over and kind of keeping an eye out. As you get closer, you notice that one of the crypts is ever so slightly larger than the rest. And you notice that someone at some point has tried to open it. Recently.
Oh. That's my alert noise.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you'd hurt yourself. Right, yes. Watch
No,
that
that
be
was a lot
alerted.
louder.
I thought you dropped another drink.
No, you guys don't know my noises yet. Come on.
Okay, so what
That
are
was,
we being alerted to?
Look, that crypt over there. It looks like a little bit grander. And can you see all them scuff marks around the door?
Oh,
Yeah,
those look newish compared to the rest of the place.
yeah.
Is there
like
a name on this crypt, Chris?
Yes. Let me just double check. Again, it is a Zarsk. It is Emil Zarsk.
It's a sick name. Bad mouthfeel, but sick name.
Do I know who Emil Zarsk was?
Yeah, well, actually, you do, because I'm going to let your history check from earlier carry over. Emil Zarsk is the name of the last count.
So, who is the
one who
father of the daughter that the staff think the Countess looks like?
the Contessa looks like, yes.
So that's where Dad's buried, is it? Yes, I will just mention to them, probably not in those terms, but just say, well, this is where the count who could be the father of this is his grave. So either someone's been visiting, or maybe there was something in there they were trying to get.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a visiting kind of vandalism.
Does it look like it's actually been opened, Chris, or is it just been like attempted?
Something has opened this in recent and tried, like, pushed in the door a little bit.
Okay. And Rock's just going to sort of look at Aisling and look at Duskay.
I mean, people going into tombs and disturbing bodies is not one of my favorites.
I mean, I might just give it a push and see if it opens
Yeah,
easily.
I might lean on it real quick.
Yeah, Rock's just going to go up and sort of give it a push and see whether it's like actually possible to open or whether it's...
It is possible. There is some give. It is not easy, though.
Aisling will help with all that strength she has.
Duskgaze will help with all the strength.
I mean, he's got strength.
Yeah, that's actually helpful.
Though
I'm more of a moral support figure.
Yeah, Rock, you can make me a strength check with advantage. You can add athletics to it if you have it. Aisling, I need you to make a quick dex save.
It's about right. 13.
What did you get, Rock?
25.
25. So
Fuck
you
me.
and Duskgaze put your back into it and you shove this door open. Aisling, you're helping until the door isn't there suddenly, as the two bigger people have moved it, and you just into
No, I'll grab her before she falls.
Thank you.
I'll try and grab her.
I will have athletics.
yep.
I want to have an athletics check to kind of grab her.
Yeah, that's a 23.
Okay, good. Grab her by the scruff.
Yeah, just to
Oh,
stop her
thank you.
falling properly.
Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
Good job, team. Yep.
I mean, we can just, if anyone sort of says anything or we get caught, we can just say we saw scuff marks and we wanted to check that nothing was hiding in here.
Which
Well,
is
we
true.
are supposed to check for undead, yes?
Yes, it's all
Yeah.
true.
Okay, let's go.
So we're actually doing our jobs.
Totally. Yes.
And
employees.
investigating the fact that we have a creepy employer.
Yes, although
Yeah.
don't say that too loud. Okay, I'm gonna start heading down into the crypt.
So the
Yep.
crypt opens up quite quickly, and you realise that it's a large space. And although Emil's name is currently on the plaque, there are several bodies in here going further back. You go down. It's not like a vast thing. This isn't going to turn into Diablo. You're not going to spend the next 2 sessions
We're not
running
dungeon
around a
crawling.
maze.
Yeah.
It is about 3 rooms, large, solid coffins in most of them. Some of them quite old, and going back further, even older, like family members just stacked.
Chris, just before you go any further, as we go in, can I please do so and have a look at like the floor, and because I want to notice if there is a particular space that people went to in this recent opening of this. If it's possible to tell, like, were they going to one particular coffin, or
Yep.
that's what I'm trying to tell.
Investigation check, and Duskgaze will give you guidance.
Amazing. Investigation. Okay. And I am going to need the guidance. Okay, 22.
22. You find there's not a lot of evidence of people being here at all. In fact, not a lot has been disturbed. But you do notice boot marks coming in, heading towards the back, towards one particular, slightly newer, heavy stone coffin with Emil Zarsk's name and effigy carved into the top. And painted stills around the outer edge.
And does that look like it's been opened, the coffin?
It looks like someone tried to, but didn't succeed.
Do the boot marks, I mean, I'm assuming because they are boots, they look more like sort of heavy boots rather than...
Yeah, I would say.
Like, it doesn't look like the Contessa.
No. Like men's boots, I would say, or a traveller's boots, I should say. Aisling. Now, technically, Duskgaze has the highest passive perception, but that's not fun. Let's have you roll a perception check whilst Rock is investigating.
Okay.
Not good?
It's going very well.
That's a crit fail.
It's a crit fail.
Oh, Lord.
For a total of 10.
Oh, my God.
That's pretty good. It's not good enough, unfortunately. I think.
No.
Like, what are you doing that's distracting yourself?
I'm
And
feeling
possibly
embarrassed about falling on my ass.
Are you explaining to Duskgaze how that doesn't always happen, or and then
Yeah.
I'm really very good with my hoofs.
yeah, and then
You're so good.
accidentally
It's been
tipping
ages
into
since I fell down a ladder.
Wait, what? You fell down a ladder, and then that whole story happened.
Don't worry about it.
Because you don't hear it, Rock, as you are getting closer to the sarcophagus, you make me a quick dex saving throw, please.
Oh, piss hell.
Oh, I'm doing well. 25.
25.
Saving throw. Yeah, 25.
You duck out of the way as something small, like smaller than you, but probably like human male sized, falls from the ceiling.
That's a big thing, Chris.
Grabbing at you.
That's not small.
Compared to Rock, it is. When I say small, I mean desiccated and weak looking. Shriveled back, grey skin, big eyed, long fangs are pulling back out of this finger. It's trying to grab at you and bite. It's not acting out of cunning or any intelligence. It's desperately hungry to stick its fangs in you.
Oh, that's horrible. Do I hear and see this now?
Once it happens, you and Duskgaze can immediately jump into action.
Good, because I want to try and attack it.
Okay, what are you using?
I'm just going to blast it. That's my default.
Roll me 3 attack rolls now, isn't it?
So I started blasting.
I started blasting! It's a 17?
Hits.
Okay, good. That's 7 damage. The next one's a nat 20!
Awesome! So
that'll be, 10. I'll be 14 plus 2.
16 still respectable.
Yeah. It's 20 lots. And that is 10 damage. There we go.
And this thing crumples. You hear the snapping of weakened bones and cartilage as it just kind of twists back on itself. And you watch the gentle unlife leave its corpse with a...
Ah!
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks. Although, I wonder if we could have asked it questions. Oh well, too late.
It was trying to eat you.
It was definitely hungry. But then I suppose
think there was much left of the human that person was.
no. And I suppose if you're trapped down here in a mausoleum for a while, you would probably be slightly mad with hunger.
Wait,
Okay.
what was that? A meal?
No, I don't think so.
Where did it come from?
Well, it was probably just hanging on the ceiling. Wait.
What?
Vampires can climb. It's kind of creepy.
Can
They do really
can I
creepy
try
shit.
and like see anything? Can I actually? I'm going to use my glittering staff and try and illuminate as high up as I can.
Yeah, absolutely. You can, I think from there, now that you're actively looking, you can see scrape marks where it's been trying to break out of different places.
So unpleasant.
But it has been there. It hasn't been able to get out, and it looks like it got desperate, and it's been waiting and waiting, and you guys woke it up for whatever was left of it.
Are there any others?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, that's not that unexpected, I guess, in this area. There's an undead creature in a mausoleum. That
But
kind of
there's
tracks.
there's boot marks. So
Yeah,
does that mean that they came in and it didn't attack them? Or they...
The creature
Ran
is
away?
wearing boots, probably about the same size they need to. It's
Okay.
either got in but couldn't get out.
Okay, fair enough. Well, at least we know it's not her who's been in here.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a comfort or not. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Aisling,
Is there anything else on the vampire that is worth looking at?
It's wearing like a sackcloth shirt and trousers and work boots. It's very basic garb. It's actually very similar to what you've seen a lot of people in this area wearing for work and outside time. There's not enough of them, their kind of features left to kind of work out who they were. They're kind of twisted back. They're kind of warped because of how hungry they are. Duskgaze does a bit of a calculation. I think they have been in here about 7 months. So
Jesus.
probably before the Contessa.
Sorry if you hear weird noises, by the way. Bob is
Is
asleep.
Boba
dreaming.
yipping? Oh.
Um,
Okay, well, I mean, you know, it's good that we had a look.
What you notice, Rock, as you're closer to it, as Aisling is kind of looking this over, Aisling kind of steps up, and as you're talking to her, just behind her, you can see the facades that have been painted on the side of this coffin.
Thank God.
There is one of a proud-looking, dark-haired, tall, muscular man standing with 4 blonde-haired younger women, one of whom definitely looks like the Contessa.
I'm just going to sort of just point at the painting and just say, anyone in that look familiar?
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Well, if it's not her, you can definitely see why the rumors have spread about it, because that certainly looks like her.
Yeah, it really
And-
does, huh?
If this was her father, then that would make a lot of sense. And it reinforces what Eugene was saying about potentially being that she's from here. Or was it Skylar who said that? Oh, I got her name right. Skylar. Anyway,
Hey.
It only takes when she's not here.
Yeah.
they fluster me.
Right,
Okay,
shall we do
well-
a very public take the vampire out, behead it?
I mean,
So
Is
the
that
people can
okay
see.
to do?
It's what we have to do.
Okay, then yes, because then we'll get a gold star.
yes, quite.
It's more like the gold coins at the end of the day. You can ask me a question, Wayne.
No, I can't remember what it was.
Okay. So Duskgaze,
There was a sentence since then. I don't remember.
that's right. Duskgaze reaches down with one of his big meaty paws and tucks the vampire underneath. And underneath one arm, and he looks almost this poor withered corpse looks almost childlike in that big firm guise, and takes outside. And as the 3 of you step outside, our eyes drift across the estate, heading in the other direction. Stealthily, cleverly, Eugene, Skier, and Calling.
So the same way that we did it.
You did what you did. The 3 of you are making your way back. Are you just kind of following your patrol at the moment, or are you purposefully trying to catch up and sneak towards those people you saw?
I guess we would follow the patrol as much as we can, right? We just want to get kind of close to that sort of area.
Yeah. I'll try and get, like, foot tracks on them so we can at least know when they split off or whatever from our patrol.
That's a good plan.
Because, like, it's been a while since I saw them, so it's likely that they've got to wherever they're going, so it's not like we're going to run into them.
Yeah, I guess you guys had a few minutes conversation, and then you finished your like run around the estate. So it's probably been about 20 minutes or so, I would say. Maybe a little bit longer. Survival check from any of you who are trained.
I'm trained.
Good, because I'm not.
27.
27. The three of you are making your way through the estate, following the pattern you're supposed to, keeping an eye out. Your job is to skim the outer edge of the forest, keep an eye out for any blights or undead who may wander onto the estate, and force them back or kill them if you need to. You even see, as you kind of get to the edge, you actually see some of the slightly larger blights who are clearly a little cleverer. As soon as they see you, start scuttering back deeper into the forest.
I fire a warning shot at them.
You quickly find the tracks. Whoever it is, although they're trying to be careful, wasn't clever in terms of thinking,
Well, I mean,
we need to stop people.
dragging a body, so...
Yeah, exactly.
You can't really cover them, yeah.
But didn't think, someone might track us back. Which either means that they have done this enough that they don't think they're going to get caught, or they do not expect a member of the staff to challenge them. It does head back to the mansion on a long loop. You do feel that it's going to put them somewhere close to where you would expect there to be an entrance to the basement or the wine cellar for deliveries.
Deliveries.
You follow the tracks, or do you carry on where you're supposed to be going for the moment?
Oh, we got to follow the tracks, right?
I think if anyone asks, we're just doing our job, right?
Yeah, these tracks are weird.
Suspicious.
So suspicious.
We wouldn't want someone breaking in.
Right?
Exactly.
Nobody pointed out to us that there should be people dragging bodies into the estate, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get to it. You make your way back towards the mansion. There's a few members of staff who kind of wave to you as you kind of get closer, or a couple of them who try to stop to talk to you, but they see that you're on patrol and then, sorry. You get back close to the house. It gets harder to follow across the gravel, but you are quite the experienced tracker. At this point, whilst Skia is busy with that, Eugene, could I have a perception check?
That is a 23.
23. As you get closer, you notice tucked along one side, just inside, hidden just from view, so you would have to go looking for it, is a ladder, but it's kind of tucked behind like a... the name escapes me, what they use for plants to climb up.
Trellis.
Trellis. That's it, thank you. It does seem to be roughly where you are headed. But
Like a ladder that is stationary or a ladder that's been put there?
fixed part of the building,
Okay.
but hidden. But it is right next to what looks like an old coal entranceway. Skier, it's about this place that becomes impossible to follow the tracks anymore. So you know they came this way in general. You have two choices. You can go down or up.
Or both.
No, you can't. No, you can't leave me.
Okay. Colin, can you go check the other?
I am not stealthy or perceptive.
Okay, sure.
You
Okay.
have to stay with me. I don't know. I don't have experience moving a dead body, but I would say it's probably easier to take it down than up a ladder.
That's what I was thinking. Can I do... Chris, can I do a perception check on the ladder to look for, like, fresh, muddy boot prints?
That's more of an investigation check, I'm afraid.
Okay. I'll give it a
You
go.
can have an extra 5 to your roll.
That will help my negative one. Oh, I rolled pretty good. It's a 21.
21, nice.
Nice.
You don't necessarily... You do see that this has been used, and within the last day or so, but nothing that indicates to you that it's been used in the last hour or so.
Okay. Well, there's nothing obvious here, so I agree with you. I think down. And I mean, even if they went the other way, we want to see what's down there, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
probably what's up there, but we can do that later.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna do like a check around and just like adjust Eugene's hood to like look hidden, so we can be a little bit sneaky. Cowl up. Let's sneak down.
Okay. I can be sneaky.
Yeah, you got this. Just follow
Is the door openable?
It appears to be locked. There is a big, rich key-based lock on the outside that seems to be fixed. You're going to pick it.
Please let me pick. It's been so long.
do it.
I can do this.
Oh, what am I rolling there?
DMs, remember to let your rogue investigate things and pick
Oh my
locks.
god.
It's good enrichment for them.
She's healthy, she's happy, she's got locks to pick.
That's a 23.
23. It's a tricky lock, but not too tricky for Skylar Skymanson. You take a while. I think there's a point in time where Eugene, you're starting to probably get a little sweaty, maybe, because it seems to be taking her a long time, and then there's a gentle click and it slides off. You hear the bolt slip off inside, and you can. Inside is incredibly dark, and you smell animals and filth.
Oh boy.
Okay. I stealth in.
Make me a stealth check, please.
29.
29. You think you are very hidden. You slip into the shadows, drawing the cloak around you as is your second nature, and descend into a confusing, twisting space full of boxes and cages and smells. There are a number of cages and cells and everything, and every single one of them has a farmyard animal of some kind. Cows, sheep, pigs, even chicken. Livestock. Some of the more rare things from the Emperor. You see some of the boar horns. Boar horns are basically they're like a goat, but they have tusks instead. I'm going to let your eyes adjust as you sort of look around. And you notice that there is something interesting about all of them. On the outside of each cage is a small metal device with like a needle and a tube that goes into like a bottle area. These animals are bled on a regular basis.
Told you they were like the Cullens.
They are, it's true.
Yep.
Theo, is Eugene hanging around outside or is he joining Skia inside?
Oh, he is going down after Skier.
See, your eyes adjust just as quickly as Skia's do, and you see exactly the same thing around. As you hit the bottom step, there's a as the doors close behind you, and little lights, everlights light up all around you. Skier, you look down and realise the two of you have walked straight over some runes carved into the steps.
Shit. We didn't check the traps.
Oh,
Well,
I'm just so excited to pick a lock. I forgot to check.
oh,
I always leave enough space for them to say, I'm going to check.
That's on us. We should have done that. I'm so out of practice.
A familiar voice echoes around the room. Well, it appears I have some very interested little ticks wanting to bite down on my little animal, my menagerie. So, before I dispose of you both, why don't you tell me which one of those local pricks sent you to spy on me? Is it the mayor, or is it the lantern bearer?
Wait, we just were checking to see.
Oh.
So, and we were just checking that they weren't up to something nefarious. We
It's
weren't
true.
snooping. We were doing our jobs.
Oh, darlings, that would be so true if that lock wasn't already locked from the inside. Just beside your ear, Skier, you hear, and also the pair of you have been lying since you arrived on my estate.
Actually, I'd like the record to show that I have not lied. I mean, none of us have lied, obviously, but especially
great
that came
save, great save.
from Eugene's mouth was the truth.
Maybe. She's going to watch as she kind of drifts together from what mist that's gathering around outside. So.
Wait. We're not your enemy. We can
Yeah,
help
nobody
you.
sent us.
We can help you.
Somebody must have sent you. You don't break into a lady's parlour without a reason.
I do, but
Maybe less so. That's a conversation for later. No, nobody sent us. We're here investigating something, and
the ground is sick.
I know.
yeah, that. So
Oh.
we're trying to fix it.
What are your real names?
I told you I'm Eugene.
And your
Yes,
surname?
Well, it depends who you ask. Appleby, Zillman.
Her eyes, both her eyebrows go up. You're an Appleby. That is
Yes.
very interesting. And you?
I plead the fifth.
Make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh. She getting up in your grill.
19.
Wait, you have advantage.
I have advantage because of my thing.
Because
It did make a difference.
Yay!
19.
Not ring, necklace.
You really want to tell this woman the truth. There's something incredibly charming and lovely and warm about her. She's your friend. Why wouldn't you want to tell her the truth?
Okay. I really do want to tell you my name, but I really can't have you know my name. Can I? Please, you really can't know.
That pressure kind of builds in your head again, and you find the word making your way to your tongue. You can't lie to this woman. You have to tell her.
My name is Skia.
There, that wasn't so hard, was it, dear? Now, apologies for having to exert my energies on you. I don't like doing that, but I also don't like people sneaking around my home when I've invited them and employed them.
I saw someone bringing a dead body in, not in here, but somewhere.
Technically
Well-
correct.
Maybe not dead. I don't know that for sure.
Technically also correct. Why don't we go upstairs? I will explain myself a little bit, and you can explain yourselves a little bit. And if we are truly allied, well, we'll see how if a new arrangement can be made between us. How does that sound?
Do we have a choice?
Well, I don't want to have to kill you. I don't want to have to defend my situation, but I will.
How's it is?
Yep, let's have a chat.
Okay, can I just ask one more thing? One more thing. I know it's asking a lot. You cannot tell anyone my name. Please.
She smiles. No, I wouldn't. But mostly because my friend has already asked to keep your identity secret if I ever encountered you.
Who's your friend?
Wait,
Come with me.
What friend?
We're following like children, like whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Rock and Aisling, as you guys are kind of carrying out your patrol, you see Arthur and Marcus beelining towards you straight from the mansion. Oh shit, that does not look good.
Okay, we're just doing our job. Don't panic.
You three will come with us, please. The lady has requested your presence.
Sure. Is something wrong?
You will come with us now, please. And they start walking back to the house.
Ashlyn kind of grabs Rock's arm.
Yeah. Rock's just gonna take Ashling's arm in his and just be like, "It's fine. It will all be fine."
Okay.
And then in your head, you're just gonna hear Rock say, "Eugene and Skia probably got caught. It's all right. We'll make up something. Don't worry."
Okay.
You are brought
I
back.
don't have sending prepared, otherwise I would have told you.
You make your way back to the mansion and you're led up. Skia and Eugene, you are led up through passages you have not seen, secret ways in the back of the mansion. And eventually...
Skia's making notes.
yeah, you come out into a large, very Spartanly dressed bedroom. A couple of comfy chairs to sit in.
comfy chair.
A couple of comfy chairs to sit in.
Sorry, she's
Simple
taken
wash
us
basin.
to her bedroom.
with 2 cuck chairs in it.
Here's the other chair for.
Aisling, we're staying downstairs.
She takes you through this room into another room outside, which looks like a second office, in which a figure with a bag over its head is tied to a chair in silver chains. Do excuse our other guest. I'll explain when your friends arrive. You are led in, Rock and Aisling, you are led inside, upstairs to the back of the house. Enter. Her ladyship is expecting you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, bye.
I'm just going to push the door open.
This is not good.
Just go with it.
You step into the room. Your friends join you. Skia and Eugene are standing off to one side, looking like, "Oh, how are the pair of you looking right now?"
I don't know. I feel like Skia and Eugene are probably whispering frantically to each other. Like,
Yeah.
Trying not to be seen.
What does she mean, friend? Who's this friend? And how do they know who you are? And why did they warn her not to tell anyone?
yeah. What's her deal? Like, she's threatened to kill us, which is kind of cool, but I don't think she wants to kill us. I think she wants to be friends. I think she needs help. I think she wants us to find someone for her. It's all that kind of stuff.
Hey guys!
As soon as we walk in the room, Rock's going to be like, sees Aisling and Eugene and be like, Skia and Eugene, and just go, "Oh." And then sees the guy tied to the chair and goes, "Oh." Okay. Someone would fill us in, because I feel like I've intruded on the kind of party that you don't come to uninvited.
Yeah, should we go?
No, please stay.
Okay.
First off, I have actually been on to you for quite some time.
I did not lie.
No.
Oh
He
my
didn't.
god,
And
this again.
you nearly fooled me, I have to admit, but there are a couple of holes in your identity. Firstly, Kavan is about 10 years younger than you.
Are you saying I look old? How very rude. I mean,
know
there's no
this
need to be rude
because
to
I
us.
recently went to his name day before I came this way.
Nate. Huh?
Did you forget
Okay.
It's a rich
details?
people thing.
Oh, okay.
Says the son of a hero and a legendary family.
I grew up on a farm.
Well, I've seen farms.
Get out the window on your drive past.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
fancy carriage.
I witnessed soil from my
Yes.
yacht before.
Remember, we've cleared this up. I've seen soil. It's the thing people put their hands in, yes?
Right.
Anyway, I don't look that old. That's very rude of you.
No. But who are you really? And I have
Well-
my suspicions.
Well, then you tell me and I'll tell you if you're right.
You're a Revorcus, aren't you?
Ooh, uh-oh.
Yes.
More specifically, you're the very unfavoured Revorcus.
But now you're just being rude.
Jesus, you called him old and then not
Wow,
the
are we trying to
favourite?
make friends here, or are you just trying to be as offensive as possible?
Excellent. That
I'm
is
not
always
sure
nice.
that we're friends. That seems to be on very thin ice.
What did you two do?
Nothing.
They forgot to check
We
for
were doing our
traps.
jobs. Yes. that.
Skia.
I'm not.
Skia, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Oh no.
And you, young lady, what is your true name? Yes.
Me,
Yes.
Aisling.
And I assume that you are actually Duskers. I am actually Duskers of the Lakes. I do work for the captain. This is I was helping because they are good people and doing important work.
Yeah,
Okay, just
All of that.
And
enough.
you, she kind of points at, calling, have been under a illusion spell since you walked in. A couple of you have, but yours is particularly hard to penetrate.
Calling is a friend who is merely here to observe and to help us with healing. So calling has nothing to do with anything that we're involved in.
It's very good of you to speak up for me, Rock, but I'll allow this time. And it kind of drops seeming. Oh, a deaf cleric. No wonder you wanted to keep yourself hidden around here. Makes a lot of sense. So beautiful plumage, though. Well,
So now that we've cleared that up, do you want to share your name with us?
I am Contessa Marletta Drusk Haradrin.
And before that?
Oh, I've always been that person. Although I've had to embellish numbers on the end a few times.
Yes.
I'm gathering that you have established that I am not strictly alive.
Well, let's just say that you have been in some way alive for much longer than is normal.
How long have you been 60?
And she kind of moves around to the desk and kind of motions to chairs for you to all settle.
The skin of a killer.
I am not as old. I am not as old as our mutual friend. She looks at Skia. But I do have a lot to thank her for.
Sorry, mutual friend? I'm a little lost
Yeah.
here.
I think you know as well if you scratch your brain a little bit, Rock.
I called him Stu.
No, I'm lost.
Is she okay?
As far as I know, yes. I am not part of your organisation, merely a supportive outsider. I am, however, a big fan of your captain, she says, looking to Duskgaze, and I am very much convinced that he and I have similar friends as well.
Okay.
So then, what are you doing here?
Cleaning up a mess, actually, to be fair.
That was made by who?
Generations of vicious, angry vampires. And something older and darker as well.
See, now that latter thing you were talking about, I think is what we're here for.
Interesting. Curse Hollow has been under a dark spell for, well, since before Ascension, as far as we can work out. Overhang particularly reeks of it, always has. My sire, for want of a better explanation, the man who made me what I am, was part of that. He also sought to worm his way into the Empire by manipulating and seeding several lines of nobility, myself included. My sisters and I would speak up for him and buy favours for connections between Curse Hollow and Miscreant, unwillingly bonded by his eternal bloodline. Until a certain woman with great favour from the first emperor and a long life saw what he was doing and managed to steal enough blood from him for me to drink and free myself. Now, Sabina has never asked anything further from me, but I have always been a supporter of her and her causes. She makes sense. She, in return, has lent me occasionally some of her friends to take care of business. I have spent the last 200 years unpicking and destroying my sire's network and influence and those he created who were unwilling to walk back into the light. That is what has brought me back to Curse Hollow. Not by joy, but in the hopes that I can do something better. I have to admit, it was quite fun seeing the expression on his face some 60 years ago when I drove a stake into his heart. And I have your friend to thank for that. And so if your cause is truly as just, and as I suspect it is, I will help if I can. That said, please don't break into my little menagerie again. It's very difficult to maintain one's hunger if one doesn't have livestock to feed on.
Oh, speaking of which, sorry,
Yes,
just to
yes,
point out, we found a vampire in your father's crypt.
I will come to that in a second. Yes, Eugene, you had a question?
I was just going to ask about and just points to the thing with the bag over its head and the chains.
Actually,
Good
that
point.
comes to the very next.
Rock's just leaning on the head.
Are you really leaning on the head?
No.
Actually, that does bring us neatly to what Rock was just saying. You said you found a vampire inside my
The
late.
crypt.
How long has it?
Yeah.
How long had it been there?
Well,
blasted it.
Duskay said he thinks probably 7 or 8 months.
Long time, longer than you have been here. I have to admit, I haven't been down to the old man's crypt. It just didn't feel right. She just leans over and whips the bag off of his head, and underneath is a very pale, gaunt human with sharp teeth. He's going.
Ugh, okay, hi.
I
I mean, a simple how do you do would do.
She pulls out a drawer and just pulls out a steak. Would anyone like to do the honours, or
No, go ahead.
anyone particularly squeamish wants to step outside whilst they take care of business? Good. But she just literally.
Sorry, just a quick question. Is this personal, or do you bring, like, just every vampire you find to your office to stake? Oh, okay.
With a strength that is far greater than her physical form should allow, she thrusts the stake through this creature's chest. You hear cracking a bone, and it kind of twitches, and then falls asleep. Boys, do be dears, clean up. We've got a little bit of a clean up. And then
What's an usher?
Arthur comes in. Very good, madam. Collects the body and takes it away. So, yes, it is personal, Rock, but also a problem. I do eliminate the remnants of my father's line, my sire's line. There are still a great many of them in here, but not as many as have appeared. Now, here's the thing. Only a true vampire can create others. Or something with magical equivalent. I have sworn never to force this curse on another being. My path is singular. Remove my sire's influence, and once he is done, I shall look upon the world, see what rites I can do before I walk into the sun and kiss my final death. This is not a pleasant existence.
Well, no, I would imagine it's not. I mean, that does answer a lot of questions and confirms some suspicions that we had. But as I think has been communicated to you, we are not here to stop you doing your mission or fulfilling your purpose. What we are here to do is to discover what the great evil is that's poisoning this land.
I do not know exactly what it is, and whatever it is has managed to elude my resources so far. I will admit I am not as well connected here as I am in parts of the Empire, but I do have some skills. What concerns me most is, as the senior vampire of this bloodline, I should be able to exert my will over beings like this, and I cannot. Which means that they are feeding and spreading freely.
What would the reason for that be?
Something with powerful necrotic energy manipulating and changing the vampires. Or another vampire lord from that bloodline, but that's not possible. I made sure of it.
Someone manipulating it, like with necromancy, like necromantic magic.
I would expect it's difficult to say how, and to say that would be more your field of expertise, not necromancy. But you said you were a wizard of some arcane learning. My arcane
is very impressive.
I will be honest, my magical abilities pretty much extend to warning wards and the odd firebolt here and there when I need it.
So, as we're sharing information, tell me about the mayor.
I don't know. That's what worries me. Let's put it this way. He rose to power far too quick. As somebody who had been away for most of his life, he seemed to gain a lot of popularity. And then there is the thing about the fact that people keep saying they think they see him around the cemeteries and the grave sites near the city.
Well, he is a necromancer.
Yeah, I mean, we had heard he was a necromancer.
And I have been trying to figure out whether he is in any way connected or whether this is just his continued study. He seems genuinely interested in finding a route to curing Curse Hollow, or understanding the power that creates what happens in Curse Hollow. My concern is that he might want to manipulate that for his own ends. The Lantern Bearer, however, is very closed and hard to talk to. I have number of reports that suggest that he has been sending adventurers into the mire looking for something.
We heard that too.
In addition, he has himself been seen by my agents a number of times heading out there himself.
Well, we were planning on investigating that. We have quite a bit of experience with old ruins.
So, that's your plan?
Well, it was one of them, yes. I mean, our first plan was just to, look around here and find out a bit more about your good self, which now we have, so that's fortuitous.
Please don't kill us.
I think we're past that, actually.
Okay, good. I just wanted to check.
But it does leave us with an opportunity. Our enemies do not know that you and I are working together at this point in time, beyond you pretending to be an employee. I suggest we carry on with that facade, and maybe you hire yourselves out to do work in the mire and see if you can get closer. How does that sound?
Well, I mean, we were going to the mire anyway. We may as well get paid to do it.
She reaches into a drawer and she pulls out a silver ring. This is one of a pair. It is connected. You can message me twice a day from it. Same as a sending spell, but without using magic. But it only comes directly to me.
Burner phone.
Sorry, I need to dive away. I'll be back in a second.
Right. Well, I mean, should we volunteer ourselves then to be, I don't know, to go and investigate the Maya?
Yeah, I mean, it seems
Are
like
you-
a good idea.
You guys cool
Other than
with
that-
just like trusting her then?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Skia, you fancy her?
So I can fancy people and not trust them.
That is
Although
true.
you do tend to fancy people and then they betray you and try and kill you, so.
Yeah.
Actually, my run has been I fancy them when we think they're bad, and they always turn out to actually be on our side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
so-
Okay, go with that. Look, the thing is, if we don't need to trust her completely in everything that she says, but the fact that she is connected to Skia's contact
Yeah,
is actually quite a large thing in her favor. It's one
Yeah.
of the few people that, honestly, on this shattered planet, that I do actually trust.
That's a very good point, and thought of that.
So it at least means that I think we can trust her not to kill us, although I still suspect that she has her own agenda that she would put above us. So,
Yeah, she's doing her own thing. We're doing our own thing, and as long as they align, I think we're uneasy allies.
I'm assuming we've taken ourselves
Yeah.
away for this conversation, right?
Yeah.
I'll just right in front of her, like, do we trust this bitch?
we're just going to do that. Okay, we're just going to have a word. I don't
Yeah.
trust her.
We're just gonna go out. We're just gonna go over to like where's the thing on Dragon's Den where they go over to the wall. And, like,
Yes! Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
going to discuss what deal we're going to take. Excuse me.
yeah.
Yeah, how much money can we get from her, do you think?
Well, she's rich, so
Yeah,
Rich,
she's still
rich.
paying us, right? Because we are still going to be patrolling.
Yeah, we
and
just
doing
did like
the
a-
job.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Yeah.
going to get paid for this shift, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we
right?
did break into her house, but only a little bit.
Oh, look, I'm
Dang
doing
it,
our
we
job.
still did our jobs.
Yeah.
Okay, so just while she's in the bathroom, because that's obviously where she's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, vampires still have to go, right?
Yeah.
Right. Everybody poops.
So
Everybody poops.
So we were right. So she's feeding off the animals, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
all.
good.
Oh yeah, that's what we
she's
found in the
fully
base.
just Feeding
I
off
don't-
them.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it's still not great because it doesn't look nice down there for them. But
No, I felt bad for them. They're all in
She's
like
making it
cages.
nice.
yeah,
Why can't they let
At
them
least
Let's
free
have them, like
range?
free range. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. Maybe we pitch that.
Grass-fed vampire
I mean,
food.
Shall we
it's
pitch
probably-
it real quick?
I mean, I think we could suggest.
I mean,
that
how much
maybe
blood does one vampire need to drink?
Yeah.
all you'd need is like 3 or 4
A
cows.
basement full of animals.
Also,
And you only need to bleed them like once a month, whatever, right? The rest of the time they can be running around outside.
And you got the
What
wine
about?
cellar. You
I
store
mean-
you store it, right? So it's not like.
What's in the wine cellar? That was
Well, I
the
think
other place.
blood, right?
Blood, probably, yeah, I'd say.
What bottles
Well,
of?
then why does she need all the animals as well?
Well, they.
Well, the blood from the
goes into-
animals.
Goes into
Yeah.
there. So.
Look, we've got to sell the free range thing to her at the very least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we really do, because that's quite important.
I
The
mean,
blood is going to
Also-
taste nicer. Yeah.
Just before she comes back, are we gonna ask her about the whole Paradrin thing?
I didn't. Look,
Yes, we should.
I mean, I think it's something we should probably find out. However, it's not exactly a name with a great reputation in the Empire, so I didn't want to just
No,
throw it
but-
out there.
She's got to know that we know, right?
Well, she does now, and especially now she knows who I am.
She did
Well,
call
there you
you one
go.
I
favourable
wonder
as
if
well,
she
so-
knows Dogarth, and if she knows what he's up to lately.
Yeah, because she's older than him, then,
Oh yeah,
right?
Gotta be.
yeah.
Yeah, can't we be like, hey, sort out your grand nephew or whatever?
Yeah, tell him off.
Sort him out.
Sort him out. Ground him.
Yeah. Just grab him by the ear.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey,
we could-
you!
Maybe we can at least use it as leverage with Dogoth. We can go and see him and just go, listen, don't make me tell your aunt.
Yes.
Because
oh
she's
my
a vampire
God.
now, so you're into real trouble.
Maybe he's a
Yeah.
vampire too.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I mean, there's a
'Cause
lot of...
isn't he dead? Was
well,
he
that's
dead?
the thing. There is undead
I
elements
forget.
of it all, so...
Is he a daddy?
I wasn't sure if he was a deaddy. I thought
Well,
he was
he's
just
supposed
hanging
to
out
be.
with daddies. Oh, he's supposed to be dead
Oh,
and
he's
actually
supposed to
survived.
be dead.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. Thank you,
right,
folks.
okay.
Chris Dogoth, is he
No.
undead?
No.
Is he dead?
No.
Okay.
Only
So
one
he's
that you
Just-
killed is Ashen.
Just still trucking.
Yeah.
Is Pyron.
Pyron, yes.
No, I know we didn't kill him, but
No.
I thought he was
Like presumed
well,
dead. or
just
something.
presumed dead or something.
He was
Oh.
banished.
Yeah.
Banished for crimes against for war crimes from the Empire, which you have figured out was basically a ploy to get him out of the way because he wasn't popular at the moment.
Bummer.
Wait, so
Anyway.
he didn't do the war crimes, or he did do the war crimes?
Oh, he
Oh,
did
no,
the
he
war
did.
crimes. Your uncle confirmed he really did the war crimes.
yeah.
So
I mean,
So
he's
what was the
literally a
ploy?
genocidal war crime.
to
So
show
what part was the
that they had
ploy?
the ploy was to basically kind of like, oh no, we're better now. Look, we got rid of the war criminal. And
Oh.
then it's like, and clearly
Oh,
he's still
I
been
see.
working alongside the Empire in some way or another since.
Or at least against certain people,
Yeah.
alongside certain people in the Empire. Anyway, while she was in the loo, we had...
I kind of worked out that you guys were just kind of doing a.
Yeah, we just had a little conversation about it also. So yes, we're going to volunteer ourselves to go and do the job in the Maya.
As
Also,
tribute.
we just wanted to check we are getting paid for today's shift, yeah?
Yeah,
Just-
that's quite important.
For appearance sakes, if nothing else.
Good. Also,
Okay.
we have another thing we just wanted to throw out there.
Uh-huh.
The living conditions of the animals in the basement. I mean, that's got to get better.
It is my intention to seed a farmyard, which I can utilise. However, at the moment, running out there with bottles to bleed animals on a regular basis.
Well, you can just
looks
call
a
them
little
in when you
weird.
need
I
them.
was going to say, bring them in.
Well, hold
Yeah.
up. To be fair, also the blights and stuff, they're probably actually safer in
You
the
can
basement.
do like if you get chicken wire and then like dig it under.
That's true.
Then it
Blights
keeps them
can't
out.
dig.
Oh,
No.
no, they definitely dig.
I am
Uh,
definitely aware of your concerns. And
Also,
I
they
agree.
mentioned it was dark. Just like put a grow lamp in or something. God.
Just like a little bit of ambiance.
So they have been tricked into being nocturnal for a while because it's easier for me. And
Okay.
they have light during those periods. You entered a point in time that they were asleep.
Oh.
But yes, you are right to point these things out, and I am very aware, and I am working on a way to get them out. But thank you.
Okay. Just so you know.
Don't make us call the RSPCA.
Yeah.
Right. So your plan is to go to the Maya.
Yes.
In which case, I will wish you luck.
Could I ask a question before we go?
Yes.
What exactly is your connection to Dogoth Haradrim?
Dogarth Haradrim. Disgusting name to hear. Yes, we are related, albeit distantly. He is probably something like my fourth cousin.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
onerous little man. I never liked him even when I did see him at court.
Okay.
All right.
Just thought we'd check, because...
Why?
We hate that guy.
Yeah, we fucking hate him.
You are part of a very well-companied long list of individuals.
Also, he may be an odious little man, but he is also still connected to some people with a lot of power, and there are things happening in the background with him.
How do you mean? Should I be on the watch?
I would think we all should be. If you're connected to the Empire, then yes.
I had a question I forgot to ask earlier. The mayor, who was in charge of his appointment? Just out of curiosity.
Well, it's a public vote. Candidates put themselves forward. To be honest, he was appointed around about the time I arrived. From what I've heard from the staff, they were surprised he even put himself on the ballot. But yes, they campaign, and then a public vote is given, and he won by quite a margin, actually.
Well, if he put himself on the ballot, then he obviously has a reason that he needs to be in the position of mayor.
Apparently so. And as soon as I figure it out, I'm going to establish whether that is a threat or a boon.
And then you're going to eat him?
I don't eat people, Rob.
Oh, yes.
It's just tacky.
Says the woman with the crushed velvet everywhere.
Get wrecked.
And taxidermy.
Right, in case, let me see you out. As you kind of walk into the sort of more public areas, she kind of is chatting to you, and she changes over to kind of a full sort of. It's very nice to have you here today. We of course will contact the barracks and let them know when we can use you, what we've got coming up, and what shifts that you can do for us. Thank you very much for bringing those things to my attention directly. Do appreciate it. And I wish you every luck in your stay in Overhang.
Thanks. Sorry about the mess.
She lets you leave and start making your way back to where you left your cart. As you do, you notice there is several heavily armed people coming up the drive, all of which look like they have the local militia symbol on them. You get closer, you see at their head is a oily looking middle-aged man with a thinning hairline and hair that's just a little too long to have been styled properly.
Babe. Sign me up.
He has the air of somebody who thinks he's very important. I think.
Just keeps getting better.
As you get closer, those of you with martial training can recognize that he is wearing armor and weapons that have never seen use, are purely ornamental.
Wow.
And
he's not wearing socks.
Yeah.
Yes! That kind of fucker.
Only with sandals. He marches up towards you all, and as he gets closer, he kind of like looks at you. Even though most of you are taller than him, he kind of tries to look at you down his nose as if you're lesser than him. Imperial outsiders, state your business.
We're going that way.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to keep walking.
Rock. Actually, a skier. As you get past him, you get this similar feeling you've had before. This root of darkness reaching out through the ground into you. And that voice comes through your mind again. And you sort of stagger, and as you do, you realize this man staggers too. And that's where we're going to leave it for this year.
I need to know more about the grease ball.
Should definitely let whatever is hungry eat that disgusting man.
Yeah.
eat that nasty man.
Yeah, we'll
Now
feed
I
it.
don't think it's a cool thing anymore. I'm like, oh, I thought I was special.
Aww.
Oh, he's in your club. Ew.
Oh no.
I don't like it.
Guys,
Oh boy.
that's it for Some Other Heroes
That was a lot in one episode.
For 2024.
for 2024. We are now on our Christmas break because people are going to go away and do things and have fun and eat lots of food and generally be festive. And I think
And
that's
Charlie's
amazing.
going to move home.
And Charlie's going to move
I'm gonna
houses.
move house in 2 fucking days.
Yay!
Woo.
Amazing.
It'd be good.
You've got this. You are fine.
There's so much to do.
There always is, unfortunately.
Oh, Christ.
We will be back on the 8th of January. I think that's still okay with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not, just let me know. I can send out messages to everybody. This year has been really good, and we've done absolutely amazing things. We had the charity streams this year, raising money for Just Like Us. Yeah, we've just covered a lot in the story. Got really far. Done some really cool and fun things. And I have absolutely adored sharing this space with these wonderful people and you
Stop
out there as well. We have an
we've had
amazing
an awesome
community.
time.
Yeah.
This is our
Wherever
little
else-
oasis.
Exactly. Whatever
Away
else is going on
from
about this,
all
always
the
this.
garbage.
Next year, I always have plans, but I have hopes that I will have the spoons for the plans this year, and I will be able to follow up on some stuff. We have some wonderful plans, some stellar ideas for short run shows. Could you jump this over to something a little less sort of like ding ding ding?
I was just thinking, why can't we set up like a coffee or Ko-fi for spoons?
Koofy for spoons.
Can you
Donate your spoons.
Oh,
donate
God,
spoons
if
and
only.
beans?
Spoons
Because
and
we
beans.
have none.
Yes.
Spoons and beans, please.
But I really love doing this for you. I know my friends here adore doing this for you as well. We love doing this together. This is a lot of fun.
We do. It's true.
We do. So I just wanted to say, from Warsaw, have an amazing Christmas. And where can we find you, Wayne?
You can find me all over the internet, but all under one handle, which is created by Wayne. So that's my website, and it's also my Instagram handle and my YouTube channel. So it's just under Created by Wayne. I'd love it if you would give me a follow on Instagram or subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I do tutorials on design and branding and how to use Canva like a professional. And yeah, that's it. Thank you everybody for being with us this year and for just generally being amazing. We do appreciate it. And yeah, Kayla, bye-bye.
Amazing. Michelle.
Hi, yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. If you want to find me, you can. Tosh it.
I love that.
Try
I love
it.
that so. Every time you say it, it's so good.
But come hang out with us in the Discord, because I'm trying to be a bit more actively social with my friends rather than just posting things on social media. So I actually message my friends or like put something in a Discord, which is really nice.
Wild.
So yeah, come hang out with us in the Discord if you would like to find me. Otherwise, tough.
Sorry
Thanks,
about it.
bye.
Wonderful. Theo.
You can find me at theoblueillustration.com, and there are links to my various social medias.
Amazing, thank you. And Charlie.
Yes. CharlieEvents.com is where my colourful shit lives. There's a link to my Instagram on there as well, and that's where all the kids' book stuff lives. And then I have Charlie V on Instagram, so charlie.vee. Yeah, that's 3 of them. Yes. On Instagram, which is where my slightly spookier stuff lives. As has been mentioned, I'm fucking moving house right now, so I've not been posting anything at all.
And
lately,
you've been doing
so-
fairs, so
And I've been doing fairs and stuff, and it's all been crazy. So yeah, I haven't posted much stuff, but in the new year I will. So come give me a follow and say hi. And also sending solidarity out to fellow outcasts, because this time of year can be really shit for some people.
Yeah.
So just stay cozy, and whatever this time of year looks like for you, that's enough.
you are
And
not
you're doing good.
Yeah, you are not defined by those people that around you. You are defined by who you are. And
Yep.
don't ever forget that.
Yep.
Also, Christmas only has to be one day, and then you can leave and do what you want. Leave.
Amazing.
So yeah, just be you, and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Also, hi mum, love you mum.
Hi,
Charlie.
Mum.
Hi, Charlie's mum.
That's
Amazing.
beautiful.
Beautiful. That is me. Hi. You can find me at Chris Mepham Art on Blue Sky and Instagram. I'm enjoying Blue Sky. Instagram is kind of there. I'm also the voice behind At Some Other Heroes, which is everywhere your media is socialed. However, largely we are just concentrating on Instagram and Blue Sky at the moment because just a bit nicer, really. We will be back on the 8th of January with the continuation of this story and a brand new year of adventures. And so,
And I'll be in a pretty house that will have stuff up.
yay! If nothing else, come and see it for Charlie's new house.
Yeah! Hey MTV, welcome to my crib.
We love you all very much. Have an amazing festive period, however you celebrate, whoever you're celebrating with. Take
Even if
good
you
care
don't,
of
just
yourself.
chill.
Yeah. Take good care of yourselves. Have fun. Roll dice. Tell stories. Meow. We love you.
Love you, bye.
Bye.